Welcome one and all. We have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
So it's down to business here.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders, and it's very difficult to stop him once he starts linking up with others, once he's made that inside run.
Rodri. Yamal. Moved on forwards. Now it's Williams. Pedri. Vitinha wins the duel this time. Pedri unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Felix! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And it's played forward. Pedro Neto. João Cancelo. Tries a measured ball. Laporte tries to clear. Gets it away. Dani Olmo. Kubasi. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Porro. Nice physical challenge. Decent progress down the left. João Felix. Nico Williams. Mikel Oyarzabal. Yamal. Nico Williams. Dani Olmo. Rodri. Yamal. Pedro Porro. Rodri. Pedri. And here's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal! Vitinha. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal, that's a delicate pass.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Pedri.
Well, I'm starting to see much more movement off the ball now, Peter, which is obviously a big plus.
And surely more options then for the man on the ball.
Well, you would think so, and I think also we're going to see them just wear their opposition down and force mistakes. They can be quite relentless.
Danny Olmo! The ball's come loose here. Could be danger here. Mendes, aim forwards. Bruno Fernandes. Ambitious ball here. Pedro Porro cuts out the pass. Danny Olmo. Now it's Yamal. Pedro Porro proves too strong. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. And it's Porro. Bruno Fernandes, forwards and with intent. And now the breakaway. Now it's Pedro Neto. Oh, smashing header! And he's there to get it away. João Neves. Pedro Porro. Yamal. João Felix. Cristiano Ronaldo. João Felix. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Yamal. And it's Olmo. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
And here's Yamal. Plenty waiting in the middle. Pedro Porro tries across. Nuno Mendes. Out to the left it goes. Cross. And that has been cleared. João Neves. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Back it goes. Rodri. That is a little undercooked. Pedri. Cucurella. Nico Williams. Pedri chooses to go cross-field. Danny Olmo. And here's Oyarzabal. Pedri. And here's Nico Williams. Williams. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Danny Olmo shifted upfield. Nico Williams. Nico Williams was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nice looking ball. Deftly away. And here's Neto. And it's Cancelo. In by Cancelo. Goal kick as confirmed by the referee. Nuno Mendes. Pedro Neto. Pedri gets over and intercepts. Yamal. Rodri. Spread out to the left. Here's Oyarzabal. And it's Porro. And here's Yamal. No way through, so back it comes. Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal! João Neves done delicately. Cucurella. Nico Williams. And here's Oyarzabal. And here's Nico Williams. Up he goes! Decent attempt, but Vega looking for a runner. Nicely intercepted. Pedro Porro. Kubasi. Pedri. Dani Olmo. Yamal. And here's Oyarzabal. Yamal. Oyarzabal. João Cancelo, gently done. Oh, perfectly measured that. Great position here. And here's a corner, good chance. Unai Simon getting this one clear. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. No, that is pretty much the end of that. Moved on forwards. That's very neat. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Over to the left. That has been knocked clear. Dinks one through. Oh, what a... Bruno Fernandes is flagged offside. And the whistle goes for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just had that telling breakthrough moment. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
Portugal, so both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. So neither side has yet broken through. Oh, he's found support out wide. So who's he picking out? Great defending, strong and determined, purring through the gears. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Nuno Mendes. João Cancelo. And it's put real chance! Just a whisker away. Williams. He is just caressing the ball. Cucurella caresses it through. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. João Felix. Pedri. Nico Williams. Cucurella. Nico Williams. And here's Pedri. Pedri! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Pedri clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Laporte. Kubasi. Fabian Ruiz. Nice interception, well timed. Pedro Porro gets good distance on it. João Felix. Mikel Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal forwards and with intent. Oh, a delicate chip through. Oh, that's clever. Yamal. And it's Pedri. Now it's Williams. Muscular approach does pay off here. Pedro Neto. Vitinha played over towards the opposite flank. Mendes is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Bruno Fernandes looks to the other side. Mendes climbs up big! Split-second reaction.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Vega has played it long, and he cuts out the supply. Yamal. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Fabian Ruiz, aim forwards. Pedro Porro picks it up now. Chance! He scores! First blood drawn. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Spain have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Tries a deft little ball. João Neves. Played out to the right. Couple of changes then in quick succession. Nico Williams is hurtling down that left-hand side. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Matches Nunes.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Pedri. Oyarzabal. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
That's an excellent interception. Looking here to chip it through. Kubasi. And it's Cucurella. That's a throw. Time to deliver. Fabian Ruiz. There's the shot! A terrific save for the keeper.
Fabian Ruiz really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Portugal making another change here. It's a mighty effort! And ball's come loose here. Trincao, gently done. And it's Mendes. Nuno Mendes tries across, and it's hoisted clear. In again, and that has been cleared. Matches Nunes, and here's Bruno Fernandes. Cristiano takes a shot! It's in! Portugal 11! High quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Cucurella crosses. And here's Oyarzabal! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Oyarzabal has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Vega. And he goes cross-field. Diogo Dalot. He might have to go it alone here. Bruno Fernandes. Nuno Mendes. And here's João Felix.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And the finish! A real chance and a real let-off.
Spain, well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Time, excellent interception. Succumbs to the pressure. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Spain really are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Nuno Mendes. João Felix. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Matheus Nunes. And a chance! His mercy, and somehow he's missed it. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Mendes with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Shifted upfield. Now it's Williams. Clearly not happy with that. Nico Williams.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Unai Simon. Long ball by the goalkeeper. He's found a way through. And he's going to be pulled back for that one. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That has been cut short. Laporte. Nico Williams has found the net here, of course. Cucurella. Nico Williams providing an outlet on that flank.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, easy pickings there. Oyarzabal. Bruno Fernandes. 4 added minutes on the board. Trincao! Trincao! Brilliant, no shortage of confidence there.
Trincao really is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Joao Felix. Well read, and the danger is averted. And it's Nunez. Pedro Porro. Cucurella. That's really well manoeuvred. Pedri. Rodri. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. Yamal stood it. Yamal! So close. But that's it. The full-time whistle has gone.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So to clarify, extra time will follow. Into extra time we go. Diogo Dalot. Unai Simon claims it without any fuss. Bruno Fernandes. Joao Felix. Joao Felix played into space. Rodri. Nico Williams. Cucurella. Bit too much weight on the pass. Matheus Nunes. Diogo Dalot. Trincao in acres of space out wide. Oh, they could be caught out here. Pedri. Now it's Williams. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Can he finish? Portugal are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Fabian Ruiz, and he shoots! Oh, smashing header! Rodri in forwards. Oyarzabal. That's going to go a long way. Lobbed in behind. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got a shot!
Well, he always had the measure of the
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Portugal get themselves into the lead. Pedro Porro. Cucurella. Laporte. Diogo Dalot makes the interception. Vega. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Ferran Torres. Joao Felix. Now that's well seen too. Looks a good ball through. Laporte cuts it out. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Keeper's got good distance on that. Trincao. Gently done. Half-time, extra time. Oh, what a comeback. I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd.
Well, it may well be a